Hello, Mayo here. I'm picking up Dark Souls again, and I'm gonna see if I can't finish my boss rush for the New Game Plus, since I more or less gave up on it a while back ago. This is the first time I have played in a long time, since the Steam update anyway. I'm gonna be quiet through most of this, so you guys can watch and see me mess up time after time. If I feel there's something I need to comment on, I'll go ahead and explain why I did what I did. But mostly just be a showpiece here. I'm using what's called, I believe, the black iron armor, along with the shield that goes with it, and the Zweilhande, arguably one of the best swords in the game, at least for PvE battles anyway. And I'm gonna see if I can't take this guy down here, but I don't think things are gonna go so well for me starting off. There's a bit of apprehension I have when I go to approach this guy. Again, like I said, I've not played in a while, and I'm still trying to re-amalgamate myself with the controls. I'm just wandering around here. So, at point-blank range, I, of course, press the wrong button and swing my sword. I ready my bow, take aim, and I start the battle. Yikes. And is there anything more terrifying than realizing you've forgotten which button you use to heal yourself? It's pretty bad. For the sake of convenience, I upped the speed for this part of the video to get back to the fight a little faster. As you all know, you gotta go fast. I'm sure there's a proper way to be doing this. Honestly, I don't look at any guides, so I'm probably doing it exactly the wrong way. But I'd rather figure it out on my own than, I guess, follow the path of another. Even though that's really not the best way to go about it in this game. But I think it's more fun that way, figuring out exactly the best way to do something. It's that sense of satisfaction that can only come once you've solved a difficult puzzle, I think. And I think that's where Dark Souls gets a lot of its fan base from. I was trying to figure out exactly how I got damaged. I know in some instances I did more health damage, in other instances it took just a little damage off my health and did mostly stamina damage, if you want to call it that. In the end, I never did exactly figure out how the attacks drained my health versus how they drained my stamina. A keen observer may have noticed I'm using a different ring versus my first run. This one increases my physical defense. I assumed that's where most of the damage was coming from, but equipping it made no difference. It was so useless. I'm still trying to figure out the exact mechanics of fighting this guy. I've of course beaten him before, this being New Game Plus, and I used a very similar strategy in my first run, and I'm trying to emulate that same, I guess, series of motions, but it's just not working in New Game Plus. It feels to me like he has more range, but I don't know. In either case, whatever I'm doing ends up not working. And I die yet again. So sad. I came to the conclusion, apparently this guy, he's a fire-based guy, we're in hell right now, so it would probably be best if I equip a magical ring that increases my fire defense. I don't actually know if this will work or not, you know, I'm just desperate. I want to see if I can better my chances here. And as always, you gotta go fast. It's right around this point I realize I can run right past this guy. He doesn't seem to care at all. So, I'm curious, what do I find over here? Some kind of goodies. Let's see. Go to pick it up, and of course, as soon as I pick it up, he's none too pleased. He is not happy. Yet somehow I'm able to walk by him with relative ease. I'll run by him here. He doesn't seem to be able to do too much. 2 swings, 2 misses. I figure maybe this is the crux. Maybe if I get in right here, he can't hit me. So I play around with this for a little bit. I start to run away. I realize what I'm doing is not quite working, but at the same time, I can't help but feel enthusiastic as I still have 17 sips left from my flask, and I already have him down to over half health. So I get my second wind, and I decide to take this guy head on and just tank the damage. It's a rather dumb play, I will admit, but I mean, if it works, why not do it? That jump slash. Not the most satisfying victory, but I'll take it. And that's pretty much my take on Ceaseless Discharge for New Game Plus. I feel like I'm pretty high on my horse, so I decided to take on a few of these Scimitar or Minotaur kind of looking guys down the lava fields to kind of test my mettle. And yeah, it doesn't turn out as well as I would hope. These guys are actually pretty fun to fight. They remind me of the first boss you meet in the ramparts area, right above the undead hollow or undead, whatever it's called. So I figure I may as well take on two, because that'd be a bit more fun. But it does not go that well for me. It's about this time I start to panic. I've realized I've gone too far. This is a bad situation. But I still feel confident. I'm like, well, I can do it. I just gotta be careful. And of course they're attacking in tandem. I have to time it just so. And I'm trying to space one another out from their attacks. So that way I'm kinda only facing one at a time, but I just can't seem to sync it up. And of course they knock me into lava. It's getting bad. It's getting real bad. So I take a sip. I try to get in a good position again, but it's not looking good. I'm afraid I'll fall off the edge. That's not how I die, but it is something to be concerned about. So I try to play around with them more, but I end up trying to get in between them, and that does not do well. But again, thanks for watching. Of course, like, subscribe, tell your friends about me, tell your parents, tell your grandma, especially your grandma, and watch more of my videos, please, if you feel like it.